Hello again, this is the Penny Man. Basically going back over what I'd gone through in my first video. I'm just getting a little more organized. These are just some of the rare pennies that I've gotten out of 25 different boxes. Also being from 25 different dates. So I had 5 boxes of 2015. I had 4 boxes 2016. And I had 10 boxes of 2017. I had 3 boxes of 2013, only 2 boxes 2012, and I had 2 boxes 2010. So out of the 2012 will be the hardest to find the variation of head cracks, which there are actually 9 different versions, but there are versions that start from number 2 going over to number 3, going over to 2.5, which is the versions that are in these bags. 2.5 meaning the planchet, when it struck, just the right amount of pressure, and the crack occurred to be slightly bent on the head, not quite straight, which is the number 2. Also finding this variation occurs in 2018, and also finding change from Texas. I found that in the Denver mark of 2012 to 2018, you can find a slight and various versions of all 9 different head cracks. And like I say, out of the 2018s, you'll find probably about 3 to 4 head strikes per roll. So to get a quite quantity, it will take you, at least like me, 25 boxes to occur over 2,000 of these strike heads. Basically, also they are in, like I said, 9 different versions of head cracks, not including the adverse and reverse, the damage, the planchet damage that is caused from the metal actually being struck, to the weight damage varying between each penny. So that's what created the overall damage that we see in 2018, which makes it the most collectible year overall, seeing that those pennies are only scheduled to be manufactured till 2020. So we have 2019 and 2020 still to go. If they continue using the same equipment, the same mints, and the same presses, we will continue to have worse pennies. They would have to go to a total redesign right now instead of 2020 to actually fix the damage that they've done, seeing that they've actually taken all the copper out of the penny, which means it's an average of 3 cents right now to make a penny. So when you buy a penny, you've already lost 2 cents by buying it. But I think that's why they're allowing this damage to occur in the 2018 pennies, so that people will start collecting them and making them valuable once again. These effects I found to be too accidental. After doing forensics research, I found that the same strikes were allowed to happen several times over, and the missprays were done, looks like almost on purpose. And we actually have fingerprints from the mint makers themselves. I've identified all those fingerprints and found that they're all from the mint workers and not actual customers, seeing that these were all in rolls. So people were taking the pennies out by hand when they were getting stuck and throwing them in the bin when they had oil on their hands. You'll find a variation of these fingerprints, but you'll find one main fingerprint, a thumbprint from one worker that must have been working there for years, because I found it all the way back to 2012. Like I say, you will find these variations. Here is another bag. This bag is worth $2,000. Why? Is because it has all 6 and all 3 different variations of augmenting on the head crack. The back ends are over cracked rings, M damage on the M. There's also a overstrike on the front, making some of the letters doubled and making them double dyed and also double minted. So this is what makes them more rare. You'll have to look for them under a microscope. Each one will have different micro cracks. I found, like I said, there are several micro cracks on the reverse and the obverse, so you're going to have to look out. So, like I said, you basically start like this. You get a box of pennies, you open them up, and you literally just pour them out. You see that? You just literally pour them out. There, this is all 2018. This is out of just one box out of 25 that I have gone through already. And as I said, you're also able to find rolls that you can be valued up to $25 if there's a head crack on the front end of the Lincoln head. Only if there's a crack on the front head of the Lincoln penny are you guaranteed to have others inside of it. This roll, like I said, is $25. This is from the end of the year roll. Seems that it has both obverse and reverse terrible cracking, and it has head cracks 1, 2, and 3. Like I said, I have not found head crack number 3, the Vulcan head crack, except for in the middle of the year. I have not been able to find any middle of the year coins again. So like I said, I only have 10 to 15 of those, so of the Vulcan head coins. That's why they're the rarest of all to be collected. You'd have to wait, or you have to find coins that were in the middle of the year. Like I said, what you do is you just start opening these pennies up, just like this. That's all you do. You go out and go to the bank, you get yourself 25, you get yourself a box, get yourself a little microscope to look under. I would recommend actually going and getting a microscope that fits onto your computer. I've been using the old-fashioned coin collecting instrument that's been used for years to see down into the micro level of coins, but I don't really recommend this. I recommend that you go new age, because old school is really hard on the eyes. So I recommend see how shiny these are. When you start looking at them, you'll be able to find mint damage and what I call dark pennies. Pennies that are over minted with actual coating means they have extra copper coating and they actually have extra dye. So they're, like I said, I found out of 25 boxes, this is $2,100 worth of dark pennies with mint, cracked, and head damage. Very rare, hard to find. I only, like I said, out of the 25 boxes of 2018s I've gone through so far, that's all I found. This is, like I said, this is what you start with. Basically, you'll have pennies. You'll undo them from the roll. You'll open them like such. Make sure that you're wearing gloves, though. I don't ever wear gloves because I wipe every single coin down because I check it with my eye. But if you're not using your eye, just open it up with a glove on. But look at that. Beautiful. Right out of the roll. You don't know what you got. You push your instruments aside. You go one by one. You go one by one. You find out what you got. Like I said, there are 1 through 6 in variations, meaning that the head crack number 1 is slightly towards the nose. Head crack number 2 is more prominent. Oh, hello. Molly decided to say hi to everybody. She's my little dog. She's my penny hunting dog. Everywhere I go, she smells the pennies out. But like I said, you just got to start with 2018. Go through your, hopefully you've collected for a while and you got your 2016s. I don't recommend buying any 2012s or 2011s quite yet. Buy 2016, 2017. The damage is more prominent and you'll get more out of each box. I find that you will get a variety of over 200 out of 5 boxes of 2016s. Out of 2017s, there are a few more cracks like the 2018. You will be able to find at least 200 to 300 in about 4.5 boxes I've gotten so far, I think, of 2017s that I have stored behind. And out of my 2016s, which are actually the most rare of all, because nobody decided to save 2016 because they thought it was worthless year. And like I said, I myself only saved a few boxes, but I have been able to find all versions of the head cracks in that year. So I'll be doing some more later on. Thank you very much. This is the Penny Man. Tony out.